Oh! Oh! Yellow. I believe it is time. It's time once again for some more slop. We're all happy about it. We're all feeling good. Things have never been better. Across the you know. Yeah, across the thing that people usually say when they're trying to end the sentence that I'm trying to end. Hello, Frostwad. I think we're gonna just jump on in. We got a good build here. That as I was setting up the stream, I rolled Thief. So we can start with some black fire bombs. We got a shield that we can use if we run into Gwyn. And more importantly, we got Quite Like Fury Sword, my favorite. So we won't be looting at all. But hey, what's up, SNES? Here for the slop? Well, I got good news for you. What's up, Blitz? How's it going? I'm gonna go ahead and just update the attempts counter to 266 because we all know I probably didn't update that last time. I don't remember how the last one ended, and I'm fine with that. It doesn't really matter. It's none of my business how the last one ended. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm trying to look at my camera, like look at my screen without the ring light doing like this. Like you can see the heart. It's very cute. It's very cute, however. I feel like I've been wearing my contacts the last several times I've done this, and now I'm self-conscious about the glare in my glasses. No one's looking there. Stop looking there, chat. Yo, what's up, Krungo Trigger? Oh yeah, you've seen me in Illusory Wall and Barb's chat? Hell yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, Illusory Wall, interestingly enough, an IRL friend of mine. We are friends through the video game music scene. And it just so happens that we are both Dark Souls sickos. I didn't know that for the first, like, several years of friendship with him, I feel like. QQ didn't send you there today? Yeah, I didn't get to catch any of QQ's stream today. Did you get any pendulum jumps? Good start here with Krungo Trigger. Have you seen any of this challenge? I think this challenge might kill Barb if he ever attempts it. He did raid me once when I was doing this challenge, and I told him that I have his well-being in mind and that he should never do this challenge. Yo, what's up, Jom? Oh, you watched Dist and Lil Aggie do it? Has Dist beaten it yet? I remember when he got to Gwendolyn in Quelaag's, or in Calamete's arena and got killed with literally 2 bosses left. I haven't gotten to catch much of Aggie's. I think Aggie does an even more sicko version of it. Don't think you wanted to continue. I think there's just other shit going on. Nice. Well, it is Priscilla, but she has killed me in the asylum before, so I guess we could go in the front if we wanted to. Just immediately invalidate the run. He did the pendulum jump. Had some good runs, but none that got to the end. Damn. How close is he to his sum of best at this point? Tell Priscilla she's not allowed to kill me. I will ask her politely. She said, well, she said she can agree to that if chat agrees to not look at her feet. So I told her that is not up to me. So chat, if I die to Priscilla, it's because you were looking at her feet. Oh, that's not gonna happen. I know, I know. I get it, chat. Okay. Not sure which way she went. I'll look where Miyazaki wants me to. Holy shit. Minis!
70 baby.
70 babies, wow. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Holy shit, dude. Thank you for the 70 months. I will update the health bar when I get a chance. Much like I will update the boss counter, which is no longer automatic for some reason. Sum of best is like 1848. Damn, a sub 19 would be insane. If anyone could do it, it's QQ. Yes. I would like a little more dexterity. So we're already in pretty good shape with the dexterity. I really like these stats. I would like a little bit more vitality. Man, this soundtrack is so good. I really need to play that game. I have never played Cult of the Lamb. I don't know if we really want to use the 10 just yet. We'll keep those for when we really need them. How you doing, Ninnies? It's good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. You see, chat, he was supposed to stagger there. Not worth the 800 souls, if I'm being quite honest. Ideally, I don't want to use the, Also not... Bone Wheel, also not worth the 800 souls. Yo, what's up, Dom? How you doing? Illusory Wall seems chill and you like his work? I agree. And I can confirm that he is, in fact, very chill. Very cool guy. Hope you're doing well. So I don't know how good of a shield it is that we have back at the asylum, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Dude, this is like the best weapon to start with. I love it so much. So we should be able to get more vitality as well. Yeah. That guy's only worth 200. I need to pay more attention of how many souls I can get from shit. Yeah, I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to catch many of Illusory's streams. I saw he was doing Permaslop yesterday and I wasn't able to watch it. Hey, what's up, Algie? All right. So far, this run's in decent shape. We got 2 humanity. Yo, what's up, Ash? How's it going? What's up, Gare Bear? What's up, Mushroom Gal? Hello, hello to all the Ash holes. Miss Amnesia Hayes. JT Dubs, Emmy Willie, what up, everybody? Hello, Malform as well. Exotic Eyes, Ashy Fox. I will read everyone's name as it comes in. What's up, Mickey? I go by Falk. Hello, hello. How was Ash's stream today? What was he up to? I saw what he was playing, but I did not commit it to memory. It was a game I had never heard of, I think. Why don't I sound like Ash? I could probably fucking sound like Ash if I'm hanging out with my family, I will absolutely sink right back into the fucking Delco accent, but over the years I got fucking made fun of pretty fucking hard for my accent, so I kind of scrubbed it from my brain. Now, the older I get, the more I appreciate the Delco accent, especially when it's coming out of Ash. I do tend to appreciate anything that's coming out of Ash. Mid-stream per usual. No, that's not the Ash I know. Always top-notch stream. No, I think Ash is just more of a genuine person than I am, I guess, because I went to visit my older brother in LA when I was 18, and everyone was making fun of me for how I said phone. I don't even think I say it the way I used to. I was talking to my older brother, I'm like, yo, Tommy, Mom wants you to call her on the phone. And all of his friends were like, phone. And I was like, yeah, phone. And they were like, you say that weird. And I was like, I say what weird? And they're like, you say phone weird. Oh yeah, is my bot not working? But I was like, so it gave me a complex. Because everyone was like, we say phone. And I was like, that's what I fucking said. I fucking said phone. Wooder. I also used to say wooder and scrubbed that from my brain as well. But wooder is the... here's the thing about water versus wooder. Either one doesn't matter. The only time it matters is if you're talking about what most people would know about, would know, Italian ice. They would say, you know, shaved ice or whatever. It's called water ice, except that's not how you pronounce it. If you're talking about water ice, you have to call it water ice. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Goth, yeah, my dad always went goffin. Yeah, we go goth. Yeah, what's everyone's favorite word that you think Ash pronounces incorrectly, but it is the Delco way of saying it? Goth's a big one. Wooder, of course. I used to live by a creek, but when I was growing up, we called it a crick. Podium? Is podium different? I mean, I'm just kind of saying it like the way you would say, getting a soda at Wawa. Yeah, Wooder's the big one. I have friends who live in North Jersey, and they also say Wooder. Radiator? I feel like... Wait, does he say radiator? I don't know which the correct one would be. I would say radiator, but I don't know if that... Radiator? Alright, that's a Titanite demon. Also, maybe I should explain what the fuck I'm doing here. I'm doing, like, the worst challenge in Dark Souls, where if I die, I have to start over, and every item is randomized. All the weapons are randomized. I have no idea what I'm picking up. That looks like it is Stray Demon, who I could do right now. But he could also one-shot me. I say it fine. Yeah, I'm trying to think also of how, like, my mom would say it. Wooder is NYC, NJ Delco. Yeah, it makes sense. They're like outside of New York.
You lose.
Not yet, Malform. Not yet. I haven't lost yet. So, the thing about this boss, it can one-shot me here. But I also can kill it, and it can also jump backwards off the bridge. We don't really get anything for killing it right now. We have a good build. We also can't plunge attack it. It's okay. I think we're okay here. But yeah, so everything in this game is shuffled around. So I have no idea, I have no way of knowing what I'm going to pick up, when I'm going to pick it up, anything like that. And because of that, I'm afraid to pick up any item because that means I might lose my weapon. And this is a really good weapon. I'm probably going to take a hit here. Yeah, okay, that's not ideal. Alright, we might be dead here, chat. We might be cooked, we might have to reshuffle. We do not. Okay, we're fine. We've actually never been more fine. So I'm a Dark Souls speedrunner, so I'm decent at this game. I'm pretty good at this game. I did a Games Done Quick run of this at PAX East in Boston recently. Speedrun of it. But this challenge makes even people who are good at Dark Souls feel like they're fucking terrible at it. It's a terrible... Don't ever play Dark Souls this way. Yeah, this is Quelaag's Fury Sword, if anyone was asking. Sorry, I do need to kind of pay attention here. Oh, man, that almost ended it all. So the issue is he can jump backwards, and he's not. So I would like for him to jump off the bridge so then I don't have to actually fight him. However, he just keeps doing this again. So we're gonna have to earn this fight, I guess. Yeah, speedrunners skip the hard part, so no one thinks they're actually good. They have to use cheats. Another thing about this challenge is that I am not using any of my beloved glitches. So it makes it a lot harder. Oh, I'm fucked. Okay, I've gotten better at dodging that attack, which is good. See, that's the jump back that I want him to do. That attack's also fine. But yeah, so the best I've done in this challenge is killing 8 of the 26 bosses. I do need to kill all of the bosses in order to finish this challenge. And I've yet to kill more than 8. I'm also, like, pretty fucking unlucky. Pretty goddamn unlucky. So a lot of times there'll be, like, only 4 bosses available to me to kill. And I will need to kill 4 of, like, the hardest bosses. And I'm still early on in the game. That's usually how it goes when I get a run going, but... Have I ever done it without the... I've done it without the permadeath. I've done this before while not resetting every time I die. And I don't even think I died all that much, but... Yeah, what's up, Cosmic? But yeah, if anyone in my chat isn't following Ash, what the fuck are you doing? You may have seen Ash all over Instagram Reels recently from all the times he's been killing it in Mecha Chameleon. That's another thing I need to talk about. We're talking a lot about Delco pronunciations, all of that. Apparently, the way that you actually pronounce Mecha Chameleon is Mecha Chameleon. And I don't know if I buy it. But that's the canonical way. Your first Twitch follow? Hell yeah. That's a really solid first Twitch follow. You refuse to say Mecha? I don't blame you. I also usually say Mecha Chameleon. Okay, so we don't really need to go in this direction right now. That mini boss, not too big of a deal. Also, thank you so much for all of the follows. I really appreciate it. I feel like it's probably like 2 or 3 years ago now at this point, but there was like discourse online about like follower alerts and stuff, and being like, well, some people like to like quietly follow, and you know, it's like kind of a problem if you have a big alert and like shout them out every time. And it's like, I don't really believe that, but I was like, you know what, if people follow and they want to shout out, I will happily say, you know, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. I just don't want anyone who's like, oh, I don't like talking. No, I don't like talking in chat or something to feel obligated to have to talk or something, you know what I mean? This music is from the game Cult of the Lamb. Oh my god, he dropped chain leggings. Okay, I guess that's good to know. I didn't mean to pick that up. I've never actually played Cult of the Lamb. I played a very small amount of it when it first came out, but the music in it's really good, and I feel like it's got a good vibe for this challenge. But yeah, I also haven't played Mecha Chameleon, and it looks super fun. I don't know if people are even still playing it anymore. I know it was like the hot game for quite a while, but... Okay, so I can use humanity here. I guess let's save the humanity in case we need to heal. But with this weapon, this is a chaos weapon. So every time I use one of these humanity items, you see the in the top left, there's like the number 1 next to my health bar. That will make my weapon stronger. Yeah, what's up, Zio? It'll make this weapon stronger because it's a chaos weapon. And it also gives me additional, like, defense, which is really nice. Yeah, Cult of the Lamb looks really awesome. I've seen people play it, I just haven't... I was too busy, like, playing Dark Souls 1 for 7,000 hours. Well... This challenge is super fun, chat. Now you guys get to see it from the beginning. That's a DLC enemy, so that is a very annoying to fight and kill enemy. Do you die at boss 9 or before you got there? On my furthest challenge, on my PB, I made it to the 9th boss, and it was the final boss. And I was using this weapon, which isn't too great against him, and I had another, and more importantly, I needed a shield. And I needed to go looking around to find a shield, because he has an attack that's really fast that you have to block with the shield. And I couldn't find it anywhere, and while I was doing it, I actually died on the bridge where we just fought the one boss. Because there was an enemy at the top of the tower there that has like a shotgun attack, that he used it while I was running away from another enemy, and I just got one shot. So this game is, if you guys are familiar with like roguelikes where you're like, don't get attached to a build, like your run can die at any time, and then, you know, you go back to the hub world and you make a little bit more progress with like upgrades and stuff like that. It's kind of like that, except you don't get any permanent progress. It's just if you die, you start a new attempt, you re-randomize everything, you have different weapons. But if I remember correctly, my PB with 8, a lot of the key items, like I can check the spoiler log after the fact, and I'm pretty sure I checked it and it was like probably the worst spot imaginable for all of the items, so it was like, well, it sucks that it died, but... Chat, do you guys want to do a gamble? You guys want to do a... Yo, what's up, Oh No? Dude, Oh No, thank you so much for the 51 months. That also reminds me we had another sub earlier from Nins, so I can update the health bar here. When this health bar reaches 0, I have to draw a card, and that unlocks a different kind of challenge or something that I need to do on stream. We've kind of taken a break from going through and doing the challenges that I owe chat, which is a substantial amount at this point. We kind of took a break on that because I got stun locked by this challenge, which I'm having a lot of fun with. But we will be back to it. Clip of Dr. Hibbert is so good. Yeah, it's one of my favorite emotes as well. How you doing, Kestrel? Good to see you as well. Sorry I didn't say hello sooner. But yeah, let's see. Let's do a prediction over on Twitch. Start prediction. We're going to say, what is going to kill my run? You guys will have 20 minutes to guess. Is it going to be a boss, a mini-boss, a regular enemy, gravity, which is like me falling to my death? Is it, I forget what all they are, but one of them is like the run continues, like we keep going. That is, Blitz, that is also like probably my favorite emote on the platform. Alright, let's update the attempts counter before I forget. It's one of the funny numbers now. That's good. How you doing, Pajo? It's good to see you over on YouTube. John is very fun and useful, Dom. Hell yeah. I agree. John is great. Mecha is from Greek, so it should be pronounced with a K, but they added the second C and got mecha, so who knows? Yeah, I think the main reason for saying it's pronounced mecha is because of it's like Japanese, but I don't know. I heard Mecha Chameleon on Giant Bomb, and I was like, are they psyoping me here? I was like, is that really what it's called? Go ahead and hit play. How's it going, Nins? How's it going, Ono? Thank you so much for the 51 months. And Nins, thank you for the 70 months. Holy shit, that's a lot of support, and I really, really appreciate it. Scattered around. Got me in the background. Hell yeah. Scatter away. Scatter away. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Chat, I just realized something. I didn't have any kind of, like, alert for it, but apparently we are now over 1,600 followers on Twitch, which is fucking insane. Thank you so much to everyone who followed today. Holy shit. I don't know. I should maybe make milestones like that an alert or something. Alright, chat, who do we got this time? What kind of weapons do we got? Knight is a really good class. That's a really good shield. That's not super heavy, and that's one of the best starting items. One of the best starting weapons, for sure. Everything else is kind of looking like dookie. Not looking too good. It is a no-brainer we are starting as the Knight. I think if we ever beat this challenge and then need another reason to do it, we could do the bun dumpling idea of having a 20-sided die, or like a however many classes there are, like a 12-sided die or whatever, and roll that to see what our class is, to fully randomize it. And we could also add the bonfire randomizer to it, which would be hell. How's everyone in chat doing, though? Everyone have a good weekend? I can't believe August is almost here. I almost said I can't believe August is almost over, which is also kind of true. At least for me, everything is just fucking... Okay, Nito being here isn't too bad. He's a one of the late game bosses. He's kind of a pain in the ass to fight. Bun dumpling is toxic. It was meh? Hell yeah. Bun dumpling. So this is another really good weapon. If we can find the upgrade material for it, it's like relatively cheap to upgrade. It's got good elemental attack, and it also staggers enemies like crazy. Very busy weekend, a lot of fun though, hell yeah. The best kind. Hopefully it was like a refreshing one too, so it's not like the kind of busy where you're like just exhausted. I like having busy and fun weekends, but like if it's one where I get back to work and I'm like, fuck, I'm even more tired than I was. Hey, what's up, Duck? How's it going? Good to see you. I told that idiot I wanted my sandwich sliced. It's another thing. If you say a Simpsons quote out of context here, I will just absolutely quote it as well. That reminds me, I should just make more Simpsons alerts. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Alright, we got Nito here. Yes. Good. Got his ass. That's a long-ass death animation. That reminds me of the times when I would be speedrunning, and I would warp away before the death animation actually finished, so I would lose the run. You miss busy weeks? Busy weekends, not so much. Yeah, I feel ya. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, grass is greener on the other side sort of thing. Like, I am lucky to have a job, even though I hate my job. Okay, so we're going to level up dexterity as much as we can, because there's a lot of really good dexterity weapons that require a lot of dexterity. So I like trying to get to around 18. Job search is still going, though. Hopefully you find something soon. I'm still, like, somewhat looking for a new job. My eyes are always open, but just the... God, this is one of the worst enemies in the game. This is one of the worst enemies in the game, and especially in this challenge, and there's a million of them everywhere. I guess one being here, where he's out of the way, is a little better than... I don't really want to fight the Dark Wraith. Yo, what's up, Chad Shuby? Good to see you, buddy. Another Delco legend, Chad Shuby. It is brutal out there, for sure. Not worth fighting that that bird lady, actually. Let's just leave. This is Cult of the Lamb music, yes. It's got a great soundtrack. I like it a lot. I've not played the game yet, but... Alright, so... I guess we heal. Every decision that I make in this challenge is... I'll use the word considered. So, like, right now, I'm low on health. But the next time I rest at a bonfire, I will not get the extra Estus flask back, because it is not kindled. Oh, I don't know if Krungo Trigger is still here, but Cosmic will also appreciate this story. Chad Shuby is an old buddy of mine. We went to the same high school, we have a bunch of mutual friends, we used to play Halo with each other way back in the day. I think, were you on the hockey team, Chad Shuby? Did we play roller hockey together? I forget who was all on that team. I think we were... Were you a Van Buren boy? But the reason I bring up Chad Shuby is he found my Twitch channel because Barbarous King threw me into the volcano, which longtime Barb chatters will understand. But your cousin was, right. Okay, I couldn't remember if you played on the team with us. Oh yeah, John, have you not seen that Hydra there? I think that might be the Ash Lake Hydra. I think that one is different than... I don't know. That's the one I always see there with, like, the extra tendrils. Yeah, I want to just keep going with Dex here. But yeah, back in the day, Barbarous King used to get his anger out while he was playing Mario Maker by bringing up an image of a volcano and sacrificing chat to it by timing them out. And he would read off their names as he threw them into the volcano. And one of the times I got thrown into the volcano, Chad Shuby was like, wait, Carl Germ, I know that guy. Okay, hopefully Havel doesn't just kill me right here, kill me dead immediately. We're just gonna kind of follow the same path that we did last time. We only have 718 souls, so it's not the end of the world if we just warp out of here if it's a really cringe boss. But, I mean, we can also see what this enemy is here. Okay, Havel doesn't seem too close. We don't really need to worry about that skeleton right now. But hopefully this enemy isn't too bad here. Oh, that's a very bad enemy, actually. In for a penny, in for a pound, dude. We're fighting him. So we should drop upgrade materials. Okay. Not really worth it. The 2,000 souls also makes me... Okay, we can absolutely kill this, this enemy. This is a good enemy to have here. We also might be able to make him fall off. Oi. Oi. Oh my god. So I'm very worried about this knight. This knight is like the true boss here. I don't know if he'll be stuck on this ladder forever. The other guy's not too big of an issue. When you heard the username thrown into the volcano by Barb, you definitely considered whether there was some microbiologist or some fictional character who would be named Carl Germ. Yeah, I'm definitely not the only Carl Germ, weirdly. I wasn't able to get the, like, Carl Germ on YouTube. But I think it's another person whose last name begins with Germ. So I'm like, well, I can't really complain too much about that, I guess. Okay, nice. I think the Black Knight didn't fall down. No, he's still chilling there, so that's fine. Whew! He almost just kicked me off, dude. Exactly, Zio, exactly. Nice. All right. Decent start. We got a Homeward Bone. Homeward Bone is huge. More humanity. Humanity's not as useful as it was with the other weapon, but it's still very useful for healing. I think I can kill this thing from underneath. Another DLC enemy, by the way. Another DLC enemy, by the way. Yeah, I got greedy there. I should have fought this thing, but all right, we're starting a new run, chat. Not off to a very good start today. Yeah, that's a regular enemy. Congrats to all the let's go ahead and... How do I even end the prediction? People are just... And submissions, choose outcome. That was a normal enemy that killed the run. Congrats on your channel points, and we're running it right back. We're running it right back, chat. Luckily now I also know how to end the prediction. So people aren't just dumping into that at the last minute. But hey, that's also a valid strategy. I just need to not die in 20 minutes, that's all. Hey, what's up, Greg? Good to see you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and maybe we'll get better luck this time. I can't even really blame luck. I just haven't played in a little while, so I'm a little rusty. We got the rust off. Yeah, I'd say I'm having a good start to the week. I do feel like I was kind of cursed today. I got stung by a bee. which is a thing that has not happened to me in many years. I got stung by a bee. I stubbed my toe really bad. That hurt a whole lot. Fish threw up on the couch at one point, which is a pretty normal thing for him. Nothing to be too concerned about there, but just, I don't know. Today was like a day of a lot of shit happening where I was like, I feel fucking cursed. But decently productive day at work. Just big chillin'. Was the stub because the bee? No, they were unrelated. Yo, I'll catch you later, Dom. Thanks for hanging. Unrelated. Unless, maybe on like some cosmic level they were related, but they happened at very different times. Good odds on anything that isn't a boss. I'm trying to remember. It would be interesting to like tally up all the times I've died in this challenge and like what had killed it. This is another really good start with a really good weapon. We'll check all the other weapons though, just in case. Life Hunt Scythe sucks. I kind of hate that weapon. You can downgrade it, but this would be very funny. So this, if you're not familiar with this weird dumb hat that I have, it's like a treasure chest. I wish I could like get out of the way more. That hat slowly drains your life and gives you more experience points when you kill things, but not really good for a permadeath challenge. It's one of the things where if you find it and it automatically equips to you, you're kind of fucked, and you gotta like prioritize finding a different helmet. Yeah, so luckily, the bee mostly stung me through my sock, so it didn't quite hit me fully. Oh, I did not need to do that. Didn't fully hit me. Oh, rare enemy here. Yeah, it was like in the ankle. It was like fighting the iron golem, like we just did. Trying to make me fall over. But yeah, no, been a hell of a year in terms of the old mental health and the ADHD regulation. So my executive dysfunction through my ADHD has been pretty fucking spiked this year. So, alright, Moonlight Butterfly, okay. This is a boss that you would like to see kind of anywhere else, just because it's a pretty easy boss to kill. But because of that, my garden has just been overgrown with just, like, weeds and shit. So I was trying to, like, get rid of a bunch of that shit today. And there's just hella bees in there, and I didn't notice until much, much later. Can this even get through the door? Come on. Okay. We need to draw her into, like, this. Yeah, maybe I just take, like, extra damage. Like the Iron Golem. I do want to kill this enemy because I think she is worth quite a bit of souls. Where the fuck did she go? You know what? Fuck it. I'm bored. Okay, she's dropping dung pies. She's literally dropping shit. So what's everyone thinking I'm gonna die to? And who won big last time? I think Gare Bear. Gare Bear won. Won some channel points. Oh, man. Is a mini-boss common? Mini-bosses, potentially. I can kind of point them out when I see them. All the mini-bosses are shuffled to replace each other. So there's, like, specific areas where... Like, some of the funniest clips that I have... Dude, the Taurus Demon looks so fucking scary from there. Yeah, there's less mini bosses than normal bosses, but there are really difficult and fucked up mini bosses that can kind of just one-shot me. Nice, you got more Reevee? Reevee's going to be able to backseat soon. He's going to be able to give me a tip. Alright, I do not like this big skeleton. We're going to try and just hit... Yeah, we can hit the... We can time it and just hit the butterfly through the wall. But I think we just got to get this skeleton out here. It's... Here's a tip, play a better game. What game would you guys want to see me play that's not Dark Souls? I already know Reevee's answer. I don't think there are any video games anymore. PlayStation took away all the video games, I'm pretty sure. Jedi Fallen Order. I've never played that game. Ono, who was here earlier and resubscribed, he's a Fallen Order speedrunner. I did finish Mina, yes, Verge, I did. Escape from Bug Island, I have not heard of that one. Mass Effect Trilogy, I think that's on the docket, isn't it? Or one of the Mass Effects are. Superman 64, Kestrel, you already saw me play that. Alright, I think I do need to level up a little more strength at some point, but... Mina Rando, yeah, that's just built in, right? I would need to play Mina again, just to get an idea about it. How is the rando? Such an awesome B-movie game. I think you might have told me about it before, Greg. It does sound familiar. Reevee, Mina is a game called Mina the Hollower, which came out earlier this year by Yacht Club Games, who did Shovel Knight. And it's kind of like one of the Zelda Game Boy games. It's got some Souls-like aspects to it. It's very much, like the art style of it is based off of the old Zelda Game Boy games. It's really sick. Feels like a very me game. I'll have to check it out. More Roblox that require specialized keys. Yeah, that makes sense, because it's pretty open, right? Yeah, I think it's really cool that Mina's as open as it is, but I think that also kind of led to some frustration for me, just because I couldn't find my way to, like, the game very much tells you, like, the next place you should go to is a bayou. And it took me so long to find the goddamn bayou. Dude, I cannot fucking play for shit today, man. Holy shit. Yo, Greg, thank you for the 35 stream watch streak. Yeah, that's a normal enemy. And submissions. Summary. Normal enemy winning big today. Choose outcome, normal enemy. Congrats to... Let's see who got some channel points there. Congrats, Reevee. Reevee is making bank.
May the luck of the Irish smile on you.
Yo, Orpal. Normal hard here. Yeah, let's run it back. Prediction started. Let's go again. So I was rolling pretty heavy there. There's a couple things that were an issue with that build. I didn't have enough strength to use that weapon, and I was wearing the Armor of Thorns. So if I rolled into an enemy, I would have done a weird, like, stagger animation. I feel like no matter what, it, like, when you're like that heavy, it's like really hard to survive in the early game, unfortunately. Could have rolled off though, that's true. Could have been gravity. It could have been gravity. I think I'm gonna need the IRL buff of some coffee at some point. But I've been pretty good about not drinking that much coffee. I would love to drink the amount of coffee that I used to, but with all my heart bullshit, I would like to limit that as much as I can. And I've been pretty good about it. It hasn't been the worst, but it's... Decaf is the way? Yeah, that's not a bad idea, honestly. See, for me, a lot of it, too, is just being lazy. This is a good weapon and a good starting class. This is 2 good weapons and a good starting class. I don't love the helmet, because I think that's a little heavy, but... This is also a good starting class and 2 good starting weapons. I think we go with Thief, chat, because... And I think we start with the good weapon and we can come back for the other one, because the other one costs less to upgrade. I think we have more of a chance... And since we are starting as Thief, we can start with Black Fire Bombs, because we will already have the Master Key. So we will go back with the... and get the Ghost Blade. I have gotten pretty good at remembering which weapon is which. The normal one is going to be the Demon Spear. Oh, also, wait, real quick, because it'll bother me if I don't. I think we forgot to update the attempts counter. So we're just going to be at the other funny number now. We are at 269. Chat, this is the run that does it. This is the one. I can guarantee it. This run will continue. Greg, this is Cult of the Lamb's soundtrack. I really like the soundtrack. I haven't played it. Cult of the Lamb seems like a fun game to play on stream. Okay, so Stray Demon here. I don't hate this, because we saw me fighting him. Like, he is a boss that obviously I can kill relatively easily. We can kill him relatively easily, but he's also a bit of a roadblock early. Fairy's taking me on my... Yeah, it's a classic Carl Germ guarantee, which you know is good. But yeah, having the Jagged Ghost Blade to come back to if we need it is really good for, like... After getting over, like, the first amount of, Dude, also, Oscar, my guy, I know you're, like, dying in, like, a pool of, like, piss or whatever is right here, but, like... My guy. So I'm afraid of these guys because they can parry you. Also, you know what? Fuck it. I want to see what this... Okay. Skeletons are dropping green Titanite shards, and if we ring both bells, we can turn those into normal Titanite shards. So that's not too bad. Yeah, I remember watching Ash, not to be confused with Ash who raided me today. Or Ashwin. Yeah, Ashwin was playing it. That was really fun. Alright, what is the bone wheel dropping? I do kind of just want to see what these guys are dropping. Dude, this guy dropping Soul of a Nameless Soldier is pretty crazy. All of these enemies are dropping some pretty good shit. It might be good to kind of just farm here for a second. Yo, what's up, Llama? Thank God we are scaled down here. I think we go and loot a little bit, because we can get some Titanite shards, we can get some souls. The enemies aren't too hard to fight. I also want to kind of just remember what they're dropping. So, the So I want to jump attack these guys. Okay, so they're not always dropping it either. I want to jump attack those guys because they can parry. Okay. It's looking like it's not as immediate every time, so I'm less interested. But let's see what this is. What did he drop? Different helmet? Okay. In this game, you cannot parry a jump attack. So it's a nice little strat there. The only problem is this weapon, if you miss the jump attack and just do the R2. Good to know for next time, hell yeah. Dude, we do want to do some more endurance, but we have that one soul that we got. We don't need this. I'm also tempted to talk to Petrus, but those two, yeah, the Baldur Knight's the big one to want to utilize that for, because they're pretty nasty. You did buy a Dark Glass drive and preamp? Fuck yeah. Did you get it yet, or are you still waiting for it to like be delivered? Or did you get it from a music store where you didn't have to wait at all? Alright, let's try and make it to Andre really quick and see if there might be a mini-boss there that we can kill that takes a while, and that would be the perfect time to run ads. I do need to run ads soon, chat, and I apologize. I always try and stagger them so that you're not missing anything while the ads are going on. And I think it might have worked out pretty good to where the ads will run while I'm trying to kill a mini-boss. That's just kind of a boring part of the run anyway. Nice, ordered it from Sweetwater. Do you have a Sweetwater rep who is always calling you? Alright, I don't know if I want to fight this Black Knight. Got a call this morning. The memes about Sweetwater reps are very, very funny. Yeah, do you got any new projects that you're working on and you're excited for? I'd love to hear about them. It's me, your Sweetwater rep. I'd love to sell you some gear for your cool new project. Alright, decent amount of, I say we don't fuck with this Black Knight here. We will kill this guy, though. Aw, come on, man. I mean, it's good to know, I guess, that we can have a rapier if we need it, but that's not what he dropped in the asylum. Oh, well. Well, we can start looting, chat. Alright, he's selling trash. Noise gate pedal? I do. I don't remember what the brand is. It's been a while since I've looked at my pedal board, but I can send you a pic of what I have. I guess mine is not so much a noise gate as it is a compressor. Alright, I guess we'll just loot. Yeah, so a little unfortunate there. That guy was dropping something good. This is why you don't want to really pick up weapons. Oh, that's not good. We've got good poise now. But we're also way heavier. Heavy is the head that wears Havel's set. It's true. Oi. So this run went from pretty good, pretty promising to pretty stinky. We're going to talk to Petrus, though. But yeah, I could also hit up Hamilton Howley. He's definitely way more of a gear enjoyer and knower than I am. When it comes to... like a noise gate. I use a compressor, which is nice because it makes it so that you don't have to be as dynamic with your playing. Like, you don't have to be as spot on. Okay, nice. That's good. Yeah, we're gonna get the other Londo items. I just want to level up my endurance a little bit here. Probably want to level up strength as well. Damn, didn't get the dupe. Let's level up our strength a little bit because we'll definitely need that. Yeah, absolutely, Llama. I'll ask my buddy and see what he would recommend. Nice, thank you, Petrus. Getting early souls is really nice. Because, like, having a really good weapon is nice, but then it really kind of, like... sucks because then you don't go looking around as much. And I don't like talking to this guy because he always gives you something right away. Silver Brave Warrior is definitely worth it. Dude. Is he selling Infinite Twinkling? Because that would be a fucking game changer. Damn, I didn't get it. That's fine. Balanced output? Yeah. I would definitely agree with that. Okay, he's only selling one of those, but that's still one. That's still a good one to have. It's funny, I didn't even look at... Ooh, Peculiar Doll is very good. That unlocks another boss that we can fight eventually. I like a Titanite chunk. Homeward Bone, 6 of them. That's real nice. Red Slab. So that's the guy who killed one of our other runs. Dude, it was one of the golems that just he just got smowed. Oh boy. This is why looting is dangerous. This is all shit that we will be able to feed to Frampt eventually. That was way too early. I guess let's just go, like... It's dangerous up there, and I don't really trust myself jumping with this equipment load, so... Yo, what's up, Spacey? Good to see you. Hope things are going well, Spacey. So we got more checks that we can get down here, which is nice. I think we got this one, right? So, like, worst case scenario, we can go back to the Asylum, and we can get the Jagged Ghost Blade, which is nice and helpful. Because we already do have one thing of Twinkling Titanite. Yo, what's up, Plank? How's it going? Plank, were you able to get the tracker working? Right, we got some light armor, a dumb helmet, And a weapon that we can't use. The runs have not been too good today. Well, I guess it's not necessarily the runs that have been bad so much as me playing has been bad. But that's all part of it, you know? Hell yeah, glad to hear it. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it a lot. Yeah, I got a little unlucky in this run because there was a tree in the asylum, and when I killed it, it dropped something good. I wonder if we can get this guy to fall off. No, it wasn't gravity death. It was me, like, trying to just, like, farm a little bit of souls in New Londo and getting killed. Like, the one was, yeah, I do want to see if I can get this guy to just, like, fall to his death. So this is a mini-boss. I don't know if Gare Bear is still here, but this is usually a giant undead dragon. But in this, it's replaced with this other mini-boss from another area. So this guy can jump. He can jump, and my god, can he jump. Okay, let's just go to the bridge. Okay, he can still hit me from the bridge, but I think he might try and jump here, and then... Ah, come on, dude, really? There we go. That's what we're talking about. Imagine if he broke the bridge somehow. Mask of the Father is pretty nice. That gives us a little bit extra, extra strength for our equipment load, so we won't be as heavy. We got 10 Rings of Sacrifice somehow. We got a Dragon Scale. How can she slap? Cheese slap. Alright, that's a DLC enemy there. I don't want to go into the cave to get that other item without being able to kill him. It's like we might be able to backstab him off, but I don't even think that'll work. Yeah, it's not... Could potentially be worth it in there, but it's not worth it. Do you think a rule change would be in order so you can switch from unusable weapon shield to fist? Not to unequip, but to burden. Yeah, I think that's also just a preference thing, to parry. I think Regal does that. That's not necessarily, like, against the rules. It's just also, a lot of times early on, I am not comfortable trying to parry, like, a Black Knight or something. Okay, so we can level up a little bit more. I feel like we should probably... I don't know how much strength we need to use this weapon or if it would even be worth it. 46, yeah, like we're not getting to that amount of strength right now. We still don't have quite enough, but do we get any more soul items? We did not. Yeah, I mean, the important thing as well, Fairy, is that the rule set is it's just like whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? It's not like there's no like council of Dark Souls slop. It's not like the council of Dark Souls slop is going to be like, "Oh, you did not like if you beat this challenge and you did so by having an offhand parry, like that's not any less difficult." You wish there was a slop council? Yeah, it's basically just like play it the way you want to, do whatever rules you want. Like you can also make it so there was discussion of like kind of Ring of Sacrifice. Like so here's an example. This is another could potentially be like, well, you should just use the weapon or whatever, but it's like I didn't mean to punch him, but Key to New Londo Ruins, trash anyway. Halberd, that's a weapon that we can use. And I think we do have some Titanite. We have 1 shard, so we can also level this up. So now it's a question of, do we want to continue looting? Like, the halberd's a good weapon, but we would probably want to level it up more. What was the first boss in this run? The first boss in this one. What was it, chat? Does anyone remember? Maybe Stray Demon on this run? Yeah, I think I do think I want to loot. Maybe we can try and kill Havel. Havel is an NPC and an invader. However, we are able to kind of cheese him a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm not sure, Keystroll. My runs do oftentimes run together. This is very scary. I think it might have been Stray Demon. Chad, I do think we're out of snoozes on the ads. So I'm going to try and kill Havel and make my way to Andre. Hopefully you don't miss too much. I do like that this is hitting him every time, even though he's got his shield up. Hoi! Spoke too soon. I'm not sure if he one-shots me, but... let's wait until we have more stamina here. Alright, got his ass. What's he drop? Soothing Sunlight. Yeah, I think we'll just keep looting, because we do know that we have a twinkling weapon back at the asylum, and we do have 1 twinkling, so... okay, I hear Hydra, so I don't really even want to check. I don't even want to check. Because we have one time had this mini-boss here that is shooting us from all the way over there. We did walk through... we did walk through the fog wall once and immediately die. Yo, what's up, QQ? How's it going? I think he can still hit me from down here, right? God, what a fucking pain in the ass. YouTube chat be wild. What's YouTube chat doing? Not my YouTube chat. Yeah, I imagine yours is probably pretty wild. You did a YouTube stream today. Interesting. Was everyone just calling you a cheater? Correctly calling you a cheater? Alright, another toxic guy. That's no good. Alright, that's not good. That's okay. We got Homeward Bones. I think we'll do more vitality. No one called you a cheater, really? Hell yeah.
Come on, man. What the fuck is you doing, cuz? Fuck!
That Snoop Dogg video is still one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I wish I got to watch that shit live, dude. I'm glad that there's a VOD of it. I'm glad there's clips of it. You had like triple your Twitch viewers on there. Your chat was just super hard to read. Holy shit. Yeah, I noticed last night, I think Illusory Wall was streaming Slop. And he usually has a pretty large viewership, but I feel like it was larger than normal. I think he had like almost 1,000 viewers on YouTube. I haven't really been able to catch many of his streams recently. I've been a bad moderator. "25-second world record." Oh, did you get a world record? You have 0 active mods. Yeah, that's pretty fucking wild on YouTube. Illusory Wall had no active mods on YouTube, and then someone started writing out slurs 1 letter at a time. And I was just like, hey, bud, maybe make me a mod so I can fucking ban people. Oh, you used Gadget to warp to Gwyn and killed him for a 25-second run? Hell yeah. 25, yeah. That's like the Brazilian laptop %. Did we get that one check, chat? Fucking goddamn it, dude. I think we did. What's up, Darmok? Hello. Did we get the check that's usually like the bandit set or whatever? The hunter set? I don't like that mimic being there, dude. I'm so, like, not used to looting that... Okay, it looks like we did get it. Hoi! How's it going, Darmok? I don't know if Llama is still here, but Darmok might have some bass tone advice. I knew it was going to be this fucking guy, dude. Alright, this would have been the perfect place to run ads. Should have came here first. Ugh, I really don't feel like fighting him. Not with this weapon. I think we gotta just run through and hope for the best. I think that's like... I think we just die if we do that, though. So yeah, this is another example of a mini-boss. AMA time, chat. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. RTSR. Interesting. This seems... Alright, well, we're doing more damage at least. We're gonna spin to win here. Okay, this isn't too bad. I forgot I had RTSR. It's very funny. Alright, this isn't so bad. We're Beyblading it. Play with a pick. I disagree. Favorite dessert category? I'm not sure what you mean by dessert category. I like an ice cream cake. But I like ice cream. I like water ice. We were talking about water ice earlier. You will fight me? You will win. I'm not into playing with a pick. It's just so foreign to me. I just spent all of my life fingerstyle. Follow-up question, because you also like ice cream? Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind. But I mean, I don't think there's really a dessert I dislike. Favorite 3 flavors? I really like Ben & Jerry's Chunky Monkey. I can eat that shit non-stop. That's really good. I like a mint chocolate chip. Trying to think of what other... Trying to think of what other flavor I like. Moose Tracks is really good. I always like when there's like an Oreo, like a vanilla ice cream with Oreo in it. I feel like we used to get Rocky Road back in the day. I feel like that shit was pretty good. Cashew milk, because cow milk makes you ill. That sounds really good, though, Darmok. I don't think I've ever had cashew milk ice cream. Rum raisin. So that Mimic's still here. Not worth it. I really want to fight the Mimic and kill it, but... Americone Dream, that's the Stephen Colbert one, right? I think I have had it at one point. But that... I feel like, Ben & Jerry's is so expensive that I'm not usually like, ooh, let me try this other flavor, you know? It's like, I know I like this one, I'm going with it, but... Americone Dream, I'm down to try it again. Okay, Andre's stacked with the soul items, which is really nice. Also, he's got real good shit. We've been getting poisoned a lot, so let's buy 10 of those. He's got a great sword. It's pretty good. I guess we can buy another one of these. Didn't get it. I don't know how many of those I just duped. I don't know which one I duped, if it was the better one or the not as good one, but... Let's fucking go, dude. Holy shit. You just learned about water ice. In Canada, you have snowballs and snow cones. Similar, but like, if you ever find yourself on the east coast of the U.S. and you find a Rita's water ice, similar vibe, much different. Water ice is like, you can't even compare the two, because we have snow cones here as well. It's like a whole different thing. You're looking for ice cream deals, Kestrel? Alright, let's do 18 there. Let's also... Yeah, I think this is a pretty decent spread of stats right now. Yo, what's up, Vorpal? Back in college, you always had a ton of leftover meal points at the end of the semester, so to always spend them on Ben & Jerry's? Hell yeah. And Mexican Cokes. Mexican Cokes are so good. So you always got the cookie dough was out? It's pretty good. Hell yeah. I'm going to try, for Nelly, I'm going to try Americone Dream. Also, hello, Nelly. I don't even think I said hello. I think we were just talking about ice cream. How rude of me. Hey, it's the guy who fucking killed my last run. Let's just kill this guy because he doesn't respawn. Let's grab this. Oi. Fuck. I hear too many noises. Get me out of here. Ooh, vanilla with fudge-covered waffle cone and caramel. Yeah, that sounds really good. Making me hungry, chat. I like this little necklace in this set. I don't think I ever noticed that. Alright, we got a lot of checks we can do here in Firelink, I believe. Okay, so we already did all of those checks, and we probably did that one as well. What's for dinner? I'm not sure. I did some grilling for lunch. Okay, we got a pike now. Equally is... This is also very heavy. Pike is a very heavy weapon. I think there's an item over here that we didn't grab yet. We talked to Petrus. More soul items, which is cool. Yeah, I'm not sure. What's everyone else in chat doing for dinner? But yeah, I had burgers and hot dogs for lunch. So I felt like grilling. Eggs and sour cream. Shrimp scampi. Do more endurance for now, because we're kind of getting heavy. Also, let's put on... Yeah, this is what I'm thinking of next. I feel like this is kind of similar to the vibe of Cult of the Lamb. Perhaps a little more melancholy. Okay, I do want to go over in this direction. Go to sub sandwich? Hell yeah. What's your go-to ingredients on a sub? Dude, it's like literally all poison guys here. The toxic guy's not as big of a deal because we have a cure for it. Briar's is pretty expensive for not being ice cream. Yeah, single serve Bluebell cups. Otherwise, you're good for whatever's on sale. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to go about it. Okay, we can probably get up here. Claw's an interesting weapon. I don't think we can normally two-hand that. This weapon kind of sucks. Well, can't really go in that direction now because of the dragon ass. Well, it just died as well, so maybe we can do this. I would like to do as much looting as possible. Nice. You ate it straight from the container. Little ice cream cups in a long time. Usually grab the Klondike bars. Yeah, I have a Snickers ice cream bar in the freezer that I'm excited about. Okay, I think this guy will not attack me. Ah! That would have been a really funny way to die. Hate that guy. Okay, well, at least we have enough. We can level up a little bit more. They have the ads with them with Josh Allen. I don't think I've seen a Snickers ad. We can maybe check the graveyard's a little scary, honestly. Firekeeper soul, big. Huge find. That dog is gonna kill me. Nope, everything else is gonna kill me. God fucking damn it. Okay, well. Alright. Congrats to the predictors who predicted normal enemy. Normal enemy, eaten good. There's always a ring of sacrifice. Yo, what's up, Just a Playtester? Yeah, I'm also getting hungry. I need to figure something out for dinner. Let's run back the prediction. Called it. Hell yeah, Gare. We'll start another prediction. What kills the run this time? The run continues. Run continues could potentially be a good one because we're not going to be playing for too much longer. You will never learn. The only safe bet is not betting at all. But there's no fun in that. Honestly, I should have just bailed and went back to the asylum. We were doing pretty good with levels at that point, but there was a lot of annoying shit going on in that run that made it not too interesting to continue. 270. Yeah, Dark Souls Remastered always wins. The 5th mat always wins. Alright, re-rolling. Let me see if I did re-roll this. Yes, it looks like I did. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want for dinner. Obviously, I don't want to make burgers again. Might be all I have right now. I don't think it's Hoagie Fest anymore. I think Hoagie Fest is over. So Wawa is not as appealing of an option, but maybe something simple. Yeah, ice cream is in the pint. I don't know if that shield's any good, but that helmet sucks. It's a good weapon. That was the one that we were going back to the asylum for. No good. No good. Interesting. That shield sucks. Does Hunter get... Hunter has a bow. Hunter might be the way to go. Yeah, I think Hunter's the way to go. All the points are lost. I think if that were the case, I would probably just refund everyone's. It's funny not to. But I think I would probably just refund everyone's if it was just going into the ether. Unless it was the run continues. If no one bet on the run continues and then I continue the run, then that's on chat. All right. I think I updated the attempts counter, but if I didn't, who cares? It's not like the last attempts were any good. I don't remember what the gear was that I had. Who do we got? Who are we fighting? Gargoyles, one of my least favorite bosses to fight in the asylum. They are technically scaled down, but it does make it feel like it's way harder. Because it's still a dual boss fight. I wanted to keep this one as a backup, but I did not trust this vagrant here. I mean, I guess we could also keep the good weapon as the backup and do some looting. Chat, you guys like looting, right? You guys like when I loot, right? Fighting gargoyles with this shit gonna be tough. I mean, we can also not be as concerned about cutting the tail, which is part of the reason that gargoyles are so annoying. Regrettably. Greg wants some looting? Hell yeah. Coming right up. I think this weapon also has decent bleed. I don't want to rest. Because if I rest, that skeleton's going to come back, and he's kind of hard to fight with this. We also have a bow here. So if we get some arrows, we could always come back and get the bow. Whoops, all vagrants, dude. Alright, we can loot this guy as well. I hear a butterfly somewhere. Alright, we can loot both of these guys. Yeah, commence the heavy rolling. Alright, purple moss clump from that guy. Silver Knight shield. Good to know. Good to know that there's a Silver Knight shield from this hollow. Because that gives us a little bit of Gwyn insurance eventually. There's a fucking butterfly, like, attacking me, like... Hell yeah. Kestrel, I blame you! I blame this on you! Drink, you goddamn idiot! You fucking shitheads. Dude, this fight is such fucking trash. Oh my god, dude, it's the only fight in Asylum that's harder than anything else. And submissions. Now, I will say, it was boss and no one voted boss. So let's go ahead, and we're going to delete it and return the points. The other option is we could just have it run until... Could have it, like... It rolls over until the next run when the predictions stop. Maybe that's how we should start doing it. I feel like that would lead to a lot of confusion. And people would get pissed. No one predicted boss death. Yeah, we'll give those points back. You got lucky, chat. You got lucky, Gare. Don't say I never did anything for you, chat. Alright, what do we got now? I think without that Silver Knight shield, we probably would have been okay. I do honestly kind of like the runs where I have to loot right away. I think just because I get so, like... I get so stun-locked into... into the main path that I have to take, like trying to get to Sif early and shit. Dude, it's all Jagged Ghost Blades today. What the fuck? Randomizer does make me feel like I'm losing my mind. Okay, I mean, this also has a Ghost Blade. Knight is looking really promising. Yep, we're going with Knight. Master Key. Let's go. Ready to lose them after that Unreal bait. It wasn't bait. I said the odds were very likely because I will not be playing for too much longer. So in many ways that is the case. The other thing is I might just be like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to be playing too much more tonight. I might as well get risky with fighting this boss. Yo, right on, Falk. Thank you so much. I'm glad you thought it was fun. I'm glad you had fun. I'm always having fun here. And it is in no small part thanks to chat. Chat is always makes this shit fun. Even when I'm like playing the worst version of Dark Souls that you ever could. Not just remastered. But yeah, we got another prediction if you guys want to throw on in. I don't remember which was the good weapon. I think this was the one that I wanted to start with. Yes. Makes so much sense. See, this weapon, another thing that really rocks about this weapon is that attack that I just did there. That's a jump attack that can't be parried. You only have to hit R2 in order to do it. You don't have to do the weird jump attack button. Regrettably. So it's Capra Demon. Dude, it's all fucking skeletons all the goddamn time. I know how randomization works. And how it truly is random. And it's just our, like, human perception of what should be random and what shouldn't. That makes us think, like, how is this even random? But it's like, when I keep seeing, like, the same enemies in the same, like, kind of spots over and over again, I'm like, this shit, it makes me feel crazy. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, dude, there's a necromancer somewhere. Let's see if we can do the move that I always try and do here, which is triple kill. They're trying to get out of the asylum too, dude. Alright, well, no looting this time. We got a good weapon. We got a good weapon. Let's try and kill some fucking bosses, dude. I would like to know where the necromancer was. Was he like one of the enemies in a cell? Did we run past a necromancer? Because like having skeletons there that you can't kill is so fucked. Would I want a Jason in the Argonauts game? I haven't seen that movie in forever, but I'd be down for that. I do like things in that like setting. Oh, it's the cinema hollow. Alright, let's see what this dude's selling. Did they ever like remake Jason and the Argonauts? I feel like I remember they remade Clash of the Titans and it kind of fucking sucked really bad. Liam Neeson was in it and it was really bad. I do not want to fight that Bone Dog. Bone Dog, not worth fighting. Giant Skeleton, not worth fighting. A lot of shit down here, not worth fighting. I don't remember specifically, Kestrel. Was there a Jason and the Argonauts remake? I'm not even sure if there was. I just remember there being that Clash of the Titans remake that was really fucking awful. Alright, we got Big Rat. I think Clash of the Titans remake was on at a bar one time. And I feel like that's the ideal way to watch that movie. Oh, that was a very close... That jump was very close to not actually making it. ROTS says, rodents of unusual size? I don't think they I don't believe they exist. Dude, that movie's so good. Yeah, it was like CGI. I feel like it was like... I feel like it was in the era of like everyone being like, we need our own Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's make Clash of the Titans. And we're gonna do it like Pirates of the Caribbean. And it was all CGI and it was all really shitty. But yeah, I recommend watching that movie when it's on mute in a bar and you see closed captions and you just watch the stupid special effects. Giant miniature space hamster. But yeah, I wonder if with like Chris Nolan's The Odyssey and everything, I wonder if there's gonna be more shit like that. Hello. Remember watching that like Clash of the Titans remake at a bar the one time? It's like extremely shitty. Yeah, yeah. It was pretty captivating, that's true. I don't think it was. No, I think it was like subtitles. Yeah, a bar or a plane exclusive film. Absolutely. It's like nothing else that you want to watch. Alright, chat. Let's go to Taurus Demon and see what hell awaits us there. It's gonna be the fucking Hydra again, preventing us from fighting. She's being really loud, huh? Krobus is screaming a bunch. Were they good? Were they good? Are they spicy? Interesting. That's good. I need to get like a little microphone set up so that I can put it near Krobus when she's... Did that not kill the enemy? Oh, fuck. Get me the fuck out of here! And it's Nito, who we don't want to fight right yet. Whatever. See if we can at least kill Havel here, I guess. Well, let's just do this. It's just Dark Sign. There wasn't too many souls. I was kind of surprised that that version of Havel did that much damage. More elaborate versions of the skeleton fights? Interesting. Sinbad film with a ghoul fight in a burning tent. That sounds pretty cool. Maybe we can get... Oh, dude, I fucking hate this challenge. Alright, well, I retract that slightly. That being an enemy that you can't fight is such a fucking... That was funny. Yeah, sometimes when that happens, I just get hit directly off the cliff and die. Which in that instance would be just normal enemy. I guess we can check what Moonlight Butterfly is. We got a baby skeleton here, Jason and the Argonauts. Hi, I'm Jason, and these are my Argonauts. Well, there he goes. Is that Ornstein? What the fuck is that? I don't even know if that's anything that I can... Two giant skeletons, dude. I think this one's the... I can't really see what's up there. So I'm going to assume it's probably nothing good. Yo, what's up, Kratos? Good to see you. How's it going? I think it might be 4 kings up there, which would be good because that means that they're not in the running. Okay, this isn't easy enough to kill mini-boss. Probably don't even need to do the backstab. 901 souls. Not sure what command you're trying to do there, Kratos. Alright, these are pretty good. Oh, dude, this is huge. This is fucking huge. This is actually huge.
Come on, man, what the fuck is you doing, cuz? Fuck!
I think that was too late. Chat, this is huge. Because we can do this. We can immediately get to a plus 5. And now we are really doing a lot of damage.
It is easy, sometimes it is hard. It's hard.
That's what happens when Zio wins
too
big.
hard.
Okay, so the scaling is still... I don't think we really need the strength with the scaling of it. I think we're doing a whole bunch of fucking... It's just... Making Kratos shit himself, literally. Okay, so we, this is a very rare situation to be in this randomizer, chat. We have a fully upgraded twinkling weapon. Potentially Kratos. It all depends on what kind of bullshit happens here. Okay, that guy's not too bad. Alright, we do have a dragon ass up there, but... Trying to think of the best way. I think we might potentially lose this weapon. Yo, Kratos, you gotta get a bidet. We might lose this weapon if we kill Stray Demon. But we have a lot of twinkling, so we have... The dragon ass on the way to the roof is not going to be too big of an issue, but I think we do want to go and fight whatever Sif is. Even if it's Ornstein and Smo, I think with a +5, we should be pretty good. Thank you for the good luck, Greg. I hope you sleep well. Chat, no word on my CPAP machine yet. I might be getting one soon. I'm just waiting to hear back from my lungs doctor. My pulmonary doctor. I think he said if I even if it's just like a mild case of sleep apnea that he would prescribe a CPAP for me. And that appears to be what the results said if I read them correctly. You've been taking it off at 3 a.m. Is that like an intentional thing, or are you like... I can't tell what any of these fucking things are. Like a sleepwalking thing? That's what I was thinking. That's a bummer. Maybe we just see what's on the roof, honestly. Don't do it! Okay, if this skeleton stays dead, then I'm comfortable trying to go up to the roof. If it doesn't... You take it off and just wait for your alarm, but it's 3 hours early. Ugh. Yeah, that sounds rough. Just glue it to your face. What could go wrong? Alright, let's see how cursed it is to hit the dragon ass here. We could also potentially run through. Oh, dude. We are doing so much fucking damage to this thing. Why did I do that? Hell yeah. One-shotting the pillars is fucking insane. We can free Lautrec. There you go, buddy. We will not be grabbing whatever item he gives us later. Okay, Chad, who is going to be on the roof? Nice damage back there. It is the very rare instance for me of having a fully upgraded weapon this early. Iron Golem would be interesting because we might actually be able to get him to fall off. Not that it would really, like... Gonna be Calamite? With my luck, Evan, I think you might be right. Which reminds me I should... We're gonna top off.
Hey, Homer! The section you're supposed to be monitoring is on fire!
And that's what I have to say about that.
Holy shit, Kratos. I really appreciate the sub. Thank you so much for the 5 months. Holy shit. I really appreciate... Holy shit, literally. Gwyn incoming. That's also one of my concerns. But we might be able to parry. See who it is. At least we'll know. I don't think this is Gwyn. We do need a two-hand now. I think it's Taurus Demon. Very scary. Very scary stuff. Let's fucking go, chat. Let's fucking go. We also, yeah, the damage is very, very nice. I think we also, do we get a homeward bone from there? We do not. I think usually What's His Head sells them. So we do have to run back then, because we didn't get but we did clear out pretty much everything in the church anyway. Oh yeah, just at 2. Thank you, Kestrel. Thank you for the reminder. It might be scripted to his arena, Pajo. You might be right about that. I wasn't sure if it was like an Iron Golem. Like, I don't know if it was like specifically those enemy walls, or if it's all enemy walls. Homeward Bone, I mean, he's got one for 2,000. I definitely will buy the Humanity. He doesn't really have a lot. He's got 2 rings in case we get a shitty ring. I do want to buy 2 of these. Because that's 1 dragon ass. We're not going to use it right now. We're going to save them. I think there's a Vagrant down there somewhere that I need to be very cautious of. Yeah, folks have completed this challenge. Yeah, there's that Vagrant. I feel like Catalyst did it pretty quickly, which isn't surprising. I guess the most surprising thing about that is that Kata doesn't really know Dark Souls like casual. Casual shit too much. Oh, sick late hype train. Chat, thank you. Twitch is so weird with the hype train shit. Am I trying to world record it? I am trying to just beat it. I'm just trying to finish it. It's kind of weird. It would be kind of weird to try and like have a world record associated with this, just because each run is going to be so vastly different, you know what I mean? The world come. I didn't really watch much of the World Cup. It was in my city. My older brother did go to one of the games. But I'm not super into soccer or football. Not really my thing. Happy for those who are into it. But I'm glad Argentina lost. Apologies to any Argentinian fans. Scripted some animation, but you don't remember if the animation would trigger a fall in any arena? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure either. I don't know much about like football, but from what I've heard about Messi and just their red carpet of like not challenging at all run to the finals. Everything about it kind of just sounded like I was like, yeah, I'm down that. I'm glad Spain won. I was hoping for Brazil because most of my a lot of my Twitch friends are Brazilian, and they like the World Cup and stuff. And Interesting, Kratos. Yeah, I don't know too much about any of it, but from everything that I've heard from people who are knowledgeable, they were like, yeah, fuck that team. Watch-alongs learned a lot about why people do not like in a few different ways. Interesting, Kestrel. I think one thing, I will say this, Kratos, what I really loved about the World Cup was people getting to actually experience like American culture and all of the tourism that it brought in, and how people were like, yo, wait, the US is pretty fucking sick. The US is pretty cool, and all the people here are really like kind and like fun to be around, and like us on the world stage, like the way that the US is perceived on the world stage for totally valid reasons, for totally understandable reasons, just does such a disservice to how like cool most people are. And it was really heartwarming to see tourists posting videos of them hanging out in like Texas, or like Japanese like tourists in Texas, and having Texas barbecue and the huge portions and stuff, and being like having their mind blown. There was a bunch of French tourists, I believe, who were experiencing Philly, and they were talking about Jean. They were talking about John, and they were having water ice and stuff, and it was just really, really nice. It was like one of the things where it's like America celebrated, if you can call it celebrating, 250 years. And I feel like the perfect way for that to actually be celebrated is to have people from other cultures come here and experience it, and have like the unity of all of that, with America being like the supposed to be the melting pot where just everyone is welcome and everyone can come here. Obviously in practice, that is not how it goes. But seeing all of that was really heartwarming, and it like made me feel less like down on all of the celebrate 250 years of America stuff. Alright, this Pisaka, I don't know what she's doing here, but family enjoyed it. My friends from England, Scotland, and other people loved it. Been downplaying it. Yeah, it's like America's a really cool place. It's, again, understandable why people would not think that's the case, but so that was my favorite part of the World Cup. And I wish there was more of that in the world. Alright, Chad, who do we think Sif is going to be? Whoop. I wonder if that Pisaka replaced one of like the roaming mushrooms, and then was on a path to try and get back to its like spawn area in Duke's Archives. Which would be very sad. Somehow Americans have been convinced that London is a totally lawless city. I have never heard that. And I'd be interested, because Besley, would you be surprised that a lot of Americans think that every American city is also a lawless city? The Bloodborne memes? Because there's a lot of that here in the US as well. London, 1 a.m. Alright, who we got? I don't know what it is, but I feel like I don't like it. I think it's Calamite, but you know what? Not too bad damage here. So is this fight worth fighting right now? No. Do we have to fight it eventually anyway? Yes. There it goes, chat. I could have homeward boned away, but the likelihood of having a weapon that good against Calamite, it's like could have homeward boned away, but tough with that little Vit. Yeah. It's just that damage is so tempting. Like I had way less damage on Calamite in Quaylag's arena recently. If I one, it was pretty unlucky to just get that specific attack. I think if that seed had happened earlier in the stream, I probably would have just played it a little safer. I would have gone and fought Quaylag and went to Sens and all that. But I'm like, listen, I got the damage. I know this fight really well. I gotta just go for it. Get the 40k souls and then just make everything else kind of a cakewalk. But ain't that just the way? That's what happens when it gets like kind of late into a stream. But let's see. Did anyone guess boss this time? No one guessed boss. I'm disappointed in all of you. Doesn't look like there were that many channel points on the line anyway. So I will delete and I will return everyone's points. I'm a benevolent streamer. We also have a new sub from Kratos, so we can update the old health bar. Let's see. Let's go ahead and update that. There we go. Good. But yeah, let's find someone to raid. Thanks for hanging, everyone. Not a particularly good day of slop, but man, I'm gonna be chasing that that hammer for a while. All right, let's find someone to raid on Twitch. Thanks for hanging, everyone. If you're still here from the raid from Ash, I really appreciate it. Let's throw it over to iFlames, who is playing some Night Rain. Not sure who iFlames is playing with, but I think iFlames is a much better Night Rain player than I am. Yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging. See you, Gare Bear. See you, Plank. See you, Kratos. Zio. Besley. Orpal. Oh, that makes sense, Orpal, of why people would say that. Very stupid. Alright, but yo, go say what's up to iFlames. And,